Hello you guys, my name is Jay. Welcome back to my home. In today's video, you're going to follow me on one of my days off while I clean as much as I can that day. I was mostly focused on my disgusting kitchen, but I'm also going to go upstairs in the bedroom, do some laundry, and I'm going to reveal the new couch that I finally got for my front room. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get started. Alright, we are starting off this video upstairs in my bedroom, and I keep it pretty simple in here because I like it just very light and cozy and comfortable, and the less furniture I have in the bedroom, the less places there are to collect dust. I also did hang some blackout curtains because if you've been with me for a little bit, you'll know that I am a terrible sleeper, and those blinds just were not cutting it. So I put some blackout curtains up, and it has really helped me sleep until at least 6:30 in the morning on my days off instead of waking up at 5 o'clock because it's just too bright outside. But all I'm going to do in here is start by taking off the sheets on my bed and then replacing the sheets, and all of that dirty linen went downstairs into the laundry room. And then I'm going to use my Mrs. Meyer's wood cleaner, one of my favorite products, to wipe off all the surfaces. To spray the bed, I'm using the Febreze antimicrobial fabric spray. Say that 3 times fast. And what it does is it kills surface bacteria. So I just use this periodically on the front and back of my pillows, and then on my mattress protector, just, clean some germs and just make it a little bit fresher in here. But I do change my sheets once per week. I had been living out of my laundry basket, story of my life, which is why these clothes are already partially folded, so I'm just going to go ahead and empty out both of these hampers. And I had about 4 loads of laundry this day, and luckily I remembered to flip it at about 8 o'clock at night, so yeah. As I go ahead and tackle this laundry, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Jay. I own this home. It is a home from the early 1960s. I live in Maryland, and on this channel, I try to clean and organize, and I'm just working my way through updating my home one project at a time. It is quite difficult. I supply everything for myself. I make my own money. I bought this house on my own. I bought everything in it on my own. So it's taken a little bit of time, but I draw a lot of inspiration from watching other YouTubers. And I just created this channel to maybe inspire somebody in a circumstance similar to mine and show that, our houses and our lives are not all perfect, but we just make the best of it and make improvements as we can. You won't see me put the blanket back on the bed because that did go downstairs and get put into the wash. I only have 2 blankets. I have one comforter and then a light blanket that I use in the summertime and like in the warmer months. So that was downstairs washing, but I did go ahead and get a new fitted sheet on. So it's funny, I have a bad habit of shrinking everything. I shrink all my clothes, and I shrunk the sheets, which I didn't know you could do. So I bought a queen size sheet. This is a queen size bed, and I shrunk it, and it was a pain trying to get it on. And so I repurchased the same sheets because I love them, but I bought it in a king size. And of course it did not shrink, so now the fitted sheet is absolutely humongous. And sometimes at night I'll kind of get wrapped up in it because there's so much extra fabric, you know, as you're sleeping the sheets become looser, so it's a whole mess. But I just purchased those sheets from Amazon. As I mentioned earlier, I'm just using my Mrs. Meyer's wood cleaner to wipe out the surfaces. This is from IKEA. I just switched out the knobs. I've had this for a couple years now, and the top is glass, but I'm not gonna get a glass cleaner just for that. And the Mrs. Meyer's wood surface cleaner works just fine in cleaning it and getting up all the dust. And that's what I really worry about in my bedroom, because it looks pretty clean and fairly empty, but there's just dust everywhere. And as somebody who already doesn't sleep bad, I don't need to be stuffy. And I do have an air purifier over in the corner, which I just forget to run until my allergies kick in. I'm like, I woke up sneezing, let me run my air purifier. But I do definitely believe in those. They absolutely work. And on my dresser there was a picture that was turned around just for privacy purposes, but that was a picture of my mom. It used to sit in my beauty room next to my desk where all my makeup is, and when I redid that room, I got some new carpet in there. I brought the picture in the bedroom, and I like having her with me when I'm sleeping, kind of looking over me. So that's why there was a turned around picture on the dresser, if you even noticed. And it's funny, I grew up with a TV in the bedroom. That was just a normal thing, but now I rarely watch TV in my room. I don't know if it's because the TV's actually too small, but I just read at night. And here we are, quick, easy bedroom done, all dusted up. Again, I was supposed to mop, but I left the mop downstairs and I was not going to get it. So now we are downstairs, going to focus on the kitchen and the living room and this garbage. This is a simple human trash can. It's recycling on the left side, trash on the right. And as you can see, I always forget that it's a relatively small trash can. It's not your standard, however many gallons like a normal tall kitchen trash is. It's smaller than that. And I always shove it full and then the bag rips and it's a whole mess. But I just never learn my lesson for some reason. And my new couch came in 2 huge heavy boxes from Walmart actually, and you'll see it. It's surprisingly beautiful, but I was just getting all of the trash from the packaging out of the boxes so that I could put the boxes out for recycling. After I get all that mess outside, I have to deal with this recycling and a little bit more trash that could not fit in the bin, so I was just too lazy to take it outside because that is the type of person that I am. So I let it pile up by the doorway, and now I'm just taking care of that as well. Of course, I have a trash and recycling bin outside, and I always read the bottom of the containers when it comes to my plastic. So I recycle, I like I'm supposed to. What happens after that, I don't know. Recycling has been a controversial thing lately, but I do my part. That's all I know about. And then I was really dragging this day. And you see I didn't even clean that much, but I was like, I can't do no more. I am tired. So I decided to treat myself to a chai latte. I love sweet drinks, coffee, soda, tea. It's really bad. And now I'm like all in on chai lattes. So all I do is mix the Tazo concentrate, and I've gotten concentrate from Trader Joe's and other brands. This is what I have now. And then some almond milk that I spilled all over the counter because, again, that's just how we do it on this channel. And then I mix about 1/3 chai concentrate and 2/3 almond milk, so it's not quite as sweet because that concentrate is really concentrated. So if you love chai lattes, it is so easy to make them at home, so much more economically smart. Not quite as good as Starbucks, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but delicious in its own right. So I use that as a little pep, a little pick me up before I got on to tackling the rest of the kitchen. I've started trying to wear gloves when I hand wash the dishes because my hands are just getting wrecked. And you know, they say you can see somebody's age in their hands, and my hands are already usually kind of ashy, so they can't be ashy and crinkly, wrinkly. So I've been trying to wear gloves, and on this day, the only reason I was washing a sink full of dishes, which I'm gonna be honest, I almost never do unless it's all pots and pans, which does happen. I love to cook and I just love to use every pot I own. But here I had to hand wash just an actual load of dishes because my dishwasher was full. So that's why I was hand washing these dishes. And I guess I'll take this time to catch up with you guys. How are you doing? Please let me know in the comments. I love talking with you guys, and you can also go check me out on Instagram. I'm at Jay's Scented Home. I will say my Instagram is mostly dedicated to home fragrance, but if you ever just want to chat, you have something on your mind, something nice and, you know, not crazy. I am such a tiny channel. I don't get people that send me crazy messages, not related to in YouTube. Now, Instagram, believe it or not, I do get weird messages from people about the things I post, which is like candles and wax melts. It is bizarre the things that people feel entitled to message you. But if you ever want to chat some more, then feel free to send me a message on Instagram and just let me know down in the comments, how are you doing? I have been okay. I can say I have been a solid okay. Not bad. I really don't have any complaints. Nothing major is wrong. I'm very blessed. I'm still working. Work isn't it's not terrible. You know, I'm okay. I am doing okay, and I hope that you guys are doing okay as well. And I hope if you're not doing okay that you have somebody that you feel comfortable talking to about it. Do you guys actually like watching people clean dishes? You'll have to let me know. But as I come to the end of that, I'm just going to scrub out my sink using my Soft Scrub Plus Bleach, a great multi-use product. You can use it in your tub, in your sink. If you have white stone countertops, it gets out stains from there too, coming from somebody who has left a wet cast iron skillet on her very nice stone countertops. And I want to hear something. Do you guys, I know I'm just asking all these questions, but I really am interested to know what you guys are thinking and doing. Do you scrub out your sink? I hope that was clear. Do you scrub out your sink? Before watching YouTube videos, I'm gonna be honest, I very rarely did. If it was, say, Thanksgiving and I cooked a big meal and there was a bunch of food left in the bottom, sure, I would scrub it, but it was not part of my everyday thing. You know, I would rinse it down, get all the food out of there, but I would not do a dedicated scrub of my sink all the time. Do you guys do that? It's okay if you've always done it. It is okay, but YouTube taught me to do that. And then in the end, I sprayed some just Lysol all-purpose disinfectant cleaner, the regular Lysol, around to clean the handles of the sink and just get up any of the water left behind. To clean off the counters, I started using the Lysol all-purpose spray, and then I got a little bored, which may seem strange, but you guys are watching a cleaning video, so that's probably kind of strange too, huh? But I got a little bored and I pulled out this Honeycrisp Apple kitchen spray that I got from Wegmans, and I do believe I show you guys the bottle here in a minute or so, and I love it. I love it, love it. Do you have a Wegmans where you live? I think it's a Northeastern thing, but it's just a grocery store. Oh, look at these little mugs I got. Give me your opinion. Should I keep them? We got the fox and then the little deer. They're very cute, and I felt like I wouldn't see them again, but I'm not sure. Should I keep them? Should I not? But here's that kitchen cleaner Honeycrisp Apple. I am all in on apple scents this year. Candles, wax, sprays. I don't know what it is, and I like this one better than the, I believe it's is it Mrs. Meyer's or the other brand that makes similar quote-unquote clean kitchen products. Anyway, there are two brands you guys know I'm thinking about at Target, and they release seasonal scents, and they have an apple cider multi-purpose spray, which I do have. But this Honeycrisp Apple is like a crisp, fresh, juicy apple. So it's a much fresher scent, and I really, really like it. And it does a great job on cleaning the counters. If I had super stuck on greasy stains, how my stove usually looks, I would probably still use the Lysol first, but everything I've used that Wegmans cleaner on, it's been great. Here on my coffee bar area, I tried to downsize the amount of stuff on this. I don't know why. I mean, it's just a whole area waiting for things to be put on it, but that's where I get in trouble because I tend to create piles of stuff. So I tried to really just minimize what was out and just make less things be on the counter. So if it looks a little bit empty over here, that's why. I'm trying to not have everything be so cluttered up. Although I love my coffee and I love both of these machines. I love my little K-cup spinner and my milk frother. I just feel like I had too much stuff going on. And I think I literally had one other thing on this counter. But I just get in these moods where I look around, I'm like, too much stuff. And I just want to minimize. Or minimize? Yes, that is the correct word. I'm not a minimalist by any means, but just a little bit less sometimes. Now. So when I'm making these videos, I usually, when I put the clips together, I take out the audio, but occasionally some audio will get left in and I'll be like, girl, what? Like, there was nobody in the house with me. I wasn't on the phone, but I do talk to myself all the time, and I have that inner voice, so there's always a conversation going in my head. Sometimes it's the same song over and over and over, which is very annoying, but I'm always talking out loud in my head, except at work. I am purposefully quiet at work because I don't want to say too much sometimes, but I'm usually always talking. And then to do the floors, I just did a quick vacuum, and I'm going to use my O-Cedar spin mop because it was time. It was time. The floor was sticky, icky, and gross, and before I mopped, I just gave it a quick wash with a little bit of the Gain's version of Dawn Power Wash. So the Gain Power Wash, the dish spray, and then I'm using my Mr. Clean multi-surface cleaner with Gain in the scent Moonlit Breeze. You don't really smell it on the floor, and I dilute it a lot, but I do think this is a really, really good cleaner. It leaves the tiles looking really nice, and it just feels very clean. So as fall comes upon us, I've been thinking about what I want to do this fall, like places I want to go, things I want to experience. And I've been thinking a lot about going to an apple orchard, and I do have a few really good ones in my area. I had just had this idea of me going and picking apples and then coming home and making all these nice baked treats. I'm not a good baker, but I do have a KitchenAid mixer, so I feel like I can whip something up. And then I was thinking, it's cozy season. Do I want to start dating? No, I don't want no man in my house. So I don't know about all that, but I'm just trying to think of things I really want to do this fall. And here we are, nice and clean. Thank goodness. It feels so good to have a clean sink, let me tell you guys. And then in the living room, we finally have it, the reveal of my new couch. I purchased this from Walmart. It was on clearance for $500, and I wanted a couch that had a wooden base. And this is how it looks when you walk in the front door. I don't have an entryway, so I'm trying to figure out how do I fake an entryway. I do want to replace that table up against the wall, but I really like the couch. And in here, the only thing I needed to do was clean off these bookshelves because they can tend to get a layer of film on them. They're from IKEA, so I was just cleaning those with my Method wood cleaner. But let me know what you guys think of the couch and what I can do in the entryway. I'm thinking about replacing that table with maybe a credenza with glass in the front and putting stuff on top of it. I don't know, but I need something there to set my purse down. So, the important stuff, my purse. But yeah, that's my couch, and I wanted this room to feel like a living space and not a dining room, because before it had a dining room table, which I just moved to my storage room, but you were just walking into the dining room, and I didn't like that. So I got a couch. I became an adult and I got a couch, and I have been sitting in here. The swivel chairs are from Target. I love them. And I want to get a set of nesting tables for the middle of the seating area. Nothing in there is exact. I may get a bigger rug too, but I'm thinking a set of round 2 nesting tables right in the middle will really set it off. And then in here, because it was all clean, I had vacuumed several times when I was putting that couch together. I just went ahead and lit a candle, one of my absolute all-time favorites, called Cider House from Yankee Candle, which is obviously an apple cider scent. Look at me struggling with these matches. I grew up in a family of smokers. I don't know why I don't know how to use matches, but I bought these long matchsticks from Walmart that are really nice in case my lighter died, which it did. And I was just on the struggle bus there for a second. And now we're gonna do the tiniest bit of fall decorating right in that room on top of those bookshelves, like I guess it is a mantle, but just a little bit of decor, because as I learned when I was trying to put this together, I don't have enough fall decor. So I worked with what I had and just put a little something out just to give me a little peek of fall, even though we're in the mid to upper 90s this week. When I walk into my house, it feels good and it smells good and it looks good. I purchased this garland from Target and it is super short, which I realized last year once I threw away the packaging, and then I rediscovered this year when I took it out to put up. I was thinking of going to pick up a second one since I already have one, but please don't come for me about my little decor skills. I'm not very good, and like I said, I'm just working with the few pieces I've picked up and what I have right now. And my Target just got Halloween, and they just got, I believe, their full fall line. So locally to me, at least in Target and Walmart, we don't even have our fall stuff out yet. So I still have time to pick up more decorations and make everything look cuter, but I just had to get something up. And most of my decorations come from TJ Maxx, Home Goods, HomeSense, At Home, Target, or Walmart. This is the table that I mentioned wanting to swap out for a credenza, and there is one on Target.com that I really like. It's a dupe for one that I've been lusting over at Crate and Barrel. That's usually what I'll do. I'll go to Crate and Barrel for like Inspo or Pottery Barn, and then I scour all the websites that I can afford for reasonable quote-unquote dupes. But I'm thinking of replacing this with a credenza. I don't like putting too much on here. Like, I don't like burning candles here because the scent travels upstairs, and I'm always thinking, what if I fall over the banister? I probably will not fall over the banister, but I'm always thinking that, so I don't know. I gotta get that out of my head, but I think I'm gonna replace this table with a nice credenza. What do you guys think? Will it crowd the space? I don't know. And then here is the room later at night. As you can see, it's pretty cozy in here naturally. And when I say later at night, I mean it was probably 5 o'clock, so not even dark, but the sun was not facing this direction or this part of my house. So it looked very cozy, and I just grabbed this maroon throw and laid it over the couch. And then here's a better angle of the couch so you can really get a look at it. It is still a little smushed from being in the box, but so far I am really happy with it. It's not as white as I expected it to be. It's a little bit more tan, the threading, but I think it matches these swivel chairs perfectly. And then picture a round table in the middle, and we're all set. And here's my little bit of fall that I put out. Just a little peek. And then here in the kitchen, another just tiny bit. I purchased this cutting board for $12.99. I'm all in on cutting boards. Also, I'm on the hunt to get a bunch to put in my kitchen, but I just wanted to do something a little bit festive with my coffee bar. So I just put the K-cups in this pumpkin, and that is a tea light warmer that always sits on this part of the coffee bar. So I figured, why not add some pumpkins? Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.